Walt, I'm gonna give you a name here that may be foreign to you. You may have heard it before. HuluPlus.com, my friend.
One of our most long-time supporters. They've been with us pretty much from the beginning.
It has to be the longest. It's either them or Audible, one of the two.
Whatever happened to some of the ones that were only here for a little while? What do you think happened? They just didn't see the results, like Revolution Cycle.
Yeah, Revolution Cycle, I think, they used their entire advertising budget for the year on us, and saw no bicycle sold.
Warby Davis.
Warby Davis.
Yeah, we got.
What about that one where it was like a phone provider, a phone service?
Oh yeah, up in Canada. Yeah, there was two. It was it was the same company. It was the phone provider, and they also did the. They were like GoDaddy, except something else.
Domain names. Domain names.
Yeah.
I just remember they were very proud of the fact that they were empowered. That the people who speak to were empowered.
Is a big word.
Yeah, we had to call them, and they in fact did feel empowered. They also, what was it? Adam and Eve we had for a bit. Right. We had them for a while.
Yeah, they came back. Then I did the Jim Jones spot. We never heard from them again.
Never heard from them again after that one, yeah. People don't like to be associated with mass suicide, I guess.
Well, that's an edgy company. I thought if any company could handle that kind of, combination, it'd be Adam and Eve.
You should do a Heaven's Gate ad for Hulu Plus.
Yeah.
And Nike should have jumped on that Heaven's Gate thing.
Right now we're talking about Hulu Plus, man. I have a communication strategy brief. They sent this to the wrong guy. I don't even know what the fuck that means. What I do know, man, is Hulu Plus is... I like it. I love it. It gives me everything I need, dude.
And everything you need is basically television.
Yes.
That's all you really need.
That's all I really need right now. They have SNL, who I just recently found out. We found out Bobby Moynihan, one of the longest running members. Yeah, is Comic Book Man.
Really?
Fan. Yeah.
Oh, is it Tell 'em Steve Dave or Comic Book Man?
I thought it was. No, actually, it was Tell 'em Steve Dave, wasn't it?
Thank you.
It was ISL Comics.
I don't think it was ISL Comics. Troy.
It definitely wasn't. Bobby Moynihan has taste. It fucking certainly wasn't I Sell Comics. But for $7.99 a month, you could go on there. Go on HuluPlus.com/TESD. You're going to get a 2-week free trial. And after that, it's $7.99 a month. It's fucking nothing, man. That is nothing to watch your shows when you want to watch them. Nobody bossing you around. No cable company telling you, watch this now. And anyway, it says brand, tone, and voice. Be playful, curious, confident, authentic, honest, caring, and down to earth. I think I've hit all of them.
Playful?
Yep, a little bit playful.
Like a kitten with a ball of yarn over there.
Yeah, that's how people see me. They hear my voice, and that's what they picture in their minds. Not that I'm trying to turn that yarn into a fucking noose to hang myself. Let's see. Get your audience excited about your favorite shows. Don't worry about what my favorite shows are. Worry about
you fucking hear it on a fucking weekly basis what your favorite shows are.
You can't stop me from telling you what my favorite shows are. Go on HuluPlus.com/TSD and you find out what your favorite shows are going to be. They're on there, man.
Do they have reruns of The Cosby Show?
Probably not anymore, I'm guessing. 800 plus Criterion Collection movies, original Hulu series, tons of past seasons. For Christ's sakes, I mean, what do I got to do? Get on my knees and beg you? Do I got to send you a JibJab card to get you to fucking sign up to Hulu Plus? You should do it. And you should use that TESD code at the end. HuluPlus.com/TESD.
Hey, sugar tits, welcome to sports. All right?
Fuck you!
No, there's no grimaces in space.
Tell him, Steve Dave.
Hello and welcome to this week's edition of Comic Book Men. Wait, fuck.
Wait, what?
I was thinking about comic book men. I got comic book men on the brain. I don't know why.
What's going on with you?
I don't know.
Leave you working home, bro.
Yeah.
Tell Steve
I'm
Dave.
consumed with it. I'm consumed with it. Yes. Welcome to Tell Him Steve Dave. I'm sorry. I don't know why I'm thinking of comic book men. Have you watched any yet, Walt?
No, I haven't watched any.
There's somebody here with us who has watched some.
Oh, yes.
Our good friend that we mention from time to time, Troy.
Hello.
That's the only name we're going to give. No last names, no middle names, no other identifying.
Can we give him a nickname? Or we'll find it in the episode, maybe?
Maybe the episode will present it.
Yeah. We'll just keep our eyes open.
I think that's the way we got to approach this. Well, you had all kinds of topics for this week. Some hot button.
What'd you have? A hot button?
What did I texted you?
Yeah.
It was three items. One was snow.
Yeah. Well, come on. I mean, is there anything more?
Rick. We got here food delivery.
I do.
Listeners are overjoyed to hear that you're getting tacos delivered as you're going to be doing a show right now.
Yeah, and not even soft shell tacos. The crunchy kind.
I see that a lot when I lurk. Like, can you fuckers please just eat before you record?
Yeah.
It's not happening, no.
It's not going to happen today. That's for sure. I was running late.
No considerations.
I was running late. You guys were goodly enough to wait for me. And this is just the way it has to be. What? Huh?
So my topics Q are snow.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm going up to Rochester this weekend.
Is it hot? Is that hot topic? Hot button?
It's not hot button. It may be a hot topic in the northeast section of the United States.
So let me see what else I think I sent him. Cake Boss.
Right.
Getting arrested for
DUI.
Okay.
Hot button?
No, I don't think so.
Okay. And Crosby.
Or Cosby.
Bill Cosby.
As some people call him.
Cosby, America's dad.
All right.
Facing some harsh allegations.
I was mostly referring to the Cosby thing. The snow topic I didn't think was too hot to handle.
And another one, Charles Manson getting married.
That was the other one.
Oh, wow. That's a good one. We can sink our teeth into that.
There's a lot of topics there, right?
I'd like to get Brian's opinion on the four-color demon patch issue.
We'll get to
as
that,
well.
too.
There's an issue. Oh, okay.
There could be problems Q's foreseeing.
Yeah.
And he's not one. I didn't think he was one to worry about stuff like this, but
or notice.
What do you want to get into first? Four colors?
Whatever.
I also have a topic that I want to talk about that I need to talk about with manly types.
Ooh.
Like sports types. Sports. No, you're a manly type too. This is a sports thing.
All right.
So I don't know, Troy. I actually don't think you're the manly type in terms of sports, right? You're like me. You don't really watch.
Did he get a Yankee hat on?
I do.
Right there. He's a sports guy.
Oh, so I put a Yankee hat on. Suddenly, I'm a sports guy because I'm going to do
You
it.
wouldn't even know where to get a Yankee hat.
I'll buy that Yankee hat from you.
Why? What's going on?
What's your topic? Is this more about that clown that was facing harsh criticism? That
asshole with the football. Oh no, not him. No, this is the Jets guy. No, this was. I wanted to get your opinion on this. The fan. Shit.
What's going on?
The fan who didn't. Well, is this what we want to talk about first?
Go. We're in it.
Get through the manly stuff first. The fan who didn't intend on causing commotion. Walt.
He took the football from the lady?
Took the football from the lady.
But he gave it back. I mean, this issue.
No, he didn't.
Yes, he did, because I saw footage of her getting it back, and then she's all happy about it.
No, she got a signed football from whatever player it was.
He went over and made it good?
Who is this person?
The receiver for the...
Come on, Troy, help me out here.
For the Bengals, right?
Yeah, whoever the guy is.
You've heard about this, Troy?
No, I didn't even see this.
A touchdown was scored in the opposing... Like, the Bengals are visiting the New Orleans Saints. Bengals wide receiver goes into the end zone, celebrates, happens to see a Bengals fan close enough where he could toss the ball to her.
Okay.
As she's grabbing it, a Saints fan grabs the football and would kind of like, give me that. Like, you don't celebrate here in our...
Ripped it from her hands or caught it so they intercepted it?
Kind of both. Kind of caught it as she was catching it, but she's not ready for it. He pulls it away, and she then starts to, like, on camera, like, oh, come on, please give it back with the hands full.
Already have my opinion formed. Fully formed and ready to go.
And you also have a sports hat on.
I do.
Sports guy.
I did.
So apparently, though, later on, though, I saw footage of this, and she had a ball later on, like in highlights. They said, oh, and the story ends well.
Right.
The Bengals fan got her football.
Was the issue that she was a woman? Otherwise, it wouldn't have made this.
Well, I think if she was a child or a woman.
A child is different.
Don't be so quick, because do you remember a couple of years ago, there was a clip that went viral of a baseball got thrown to a little girl, and as she caught it, a lady sitting next to her ripped it out of her hands and was like laughing and high-fiving all of her friends, and the girl just gave the most heartbreaking, dejected face as she walked back up. Did you ever see that clip or no?
I have seen that clip.
Because it sounds a lot like this, but with a child.
But let's be honest. Let's be honest here. I don't know how honest we can be. If this was two dudes, like let's say it was you, Troy, and Q with your sports hats on.
That's right.
The Bengals.
So my baseball cap just says sport on it. Sports guy.
That Bengals player flipped you the ball, and to Q. He saw it in Practical Joker.
Right.
He's like, holy shit, my favorite Practical Joker.
Right.
Flipped you the ball, and Troy grabbed it from him. This clip would not be making.
That's what I was going to say.
Right.
We wouldn't be hearing this story.
We wouldn't be hearing this story.
My
right?
official opinion is, welcome to sports, honey. hey, sugar tits, welcome to sports. All right, you want to get in there, and you want your equality, and you want to come to the stadium and rah rah rah. You better hold on to that fucking ball when it started. Now you're equal.
This has just turned into BQ's broad issue.
Yeah. Now you are equal.
Well, wait a minute though. But the fact that you have dressed her as sugar tits.
Well, I did that for comedic effect.
But that does not make her equal, though.
No, well, I said that. That was a comedic choice.
All right, that was a joke.
No, in all honesty, yeah. Look, now you're in the stadium, and you're men and women are equal. And hey, modern society has put us all on the same plateau. We're all striving towards the same things. Welcome to sports. That's what I say.
You agree with that, Troy?
Absolutely. People fight over souvenirs all the time.
Yeah.
If you go in the bleachers at Yankee Stadium,
I've had
fight over balls all the time. Absolutely.
Fucking ripped out of my hand at a Stand On Yankee game.
Was that an unnamed bar?
I was in the bathroom. Yeah. Right, I had a paper bag. No, I've had it. Like, I've had this struggle.
Really? And you wait a minute.
I was sucking them both.
Baby, my balls, no.
And wait a minute. So you've had someone rip the ball out of your hand, and what do? You go ape shit?
It's been foul balls, and it's been t-shirt. You know, they fire t-shirts and like caught, and the struggle begins the second it's in the air. And I've won some, and I've lost some, but it's definitely a good-natured, like, ripping and fighting that you just accept.
Do you draw the line? If you saw a child or a woman?
I draw the line at a child. I probably in real life will draw the line at a woman too.
So what? So you're being
mainly depending.
So you're being a hypocrite right now.
Yeah, I am, but that's okay. No, mainly depending on what she looks like. Now, if it's a female grimace, I'm taking that ball's mine. Now,
it looks like she should be on the team.
Yeah, that ball's mine. Then welcome to the big show, sugar tits. But if she's a lovely lady, then gentleman prevails, and have a souvenir.
But okay, let me throw this into the mix, Q. Now, this was the guy who took it was 70.
Dude was 70 who grabbed that ball.
Then she deserved to lose the ball.
That guy was 70.
Right. If you saw the footage, it really was not her fault. Like, she's totally in shock that he's come over this close anyway, and he kind of flips it, and before like it could even register, he kind of grabs it as she's reaching for it. She doesn't really physically have it. He rips it from her hands, though.
No reason for you guys to.
And as I recall, it wasn't a grimace.
It wasn't a grimace, but she's also.
I only saw it once, but I think if I'm getting your vibe, Q, what a grimace is, I don't think you.
You know what a grimace is. Every man knows what a grimace is. All right.
CSPN video is brought to you by Assassin's Creed Union. Make history with friends.
Okay.
Available now.
Oh, for fuck's sake!
Little commercial for Assassin's Creed here.
It'd be great if a guy just took over the voiceover from her.
Yeah.
That was the guy?
That's the guy.
All
Robbed by
right.
David Dinkins.
Holy shit, it does. He looks just like David Dinkins. That's a good call.
Put the city down and make the city look bad. Love this city. And this football enthusiast loves the Saints. Tony Williams says he's been a
Saints ball thief speaks out. So they're damning him right away.
Yeah.
I'm under fire for poor sportsmanship after snagging a ball tossed into the stand Sunday at the Superdome.
Oh, she's not a grimace at all.
Bengals tight end Jermaine Gresham appeared to be targeting Chris.
No,
that was.
Has made Williams out to be a villain.
he had that more than she did. He had possession more than she did. It was intended for
But
her.
the receiver did not want him to have it.
Well, that's fine. Now you're fucking with the away team too. So that works. That's good.
Yeah, when I saw that, I felt the same way, that this guy, because he wanted to give it to his grandson. And he said that, just like you, it's extremely common for that kind of behavior to take place in the stands,
Sure.
where a baseball or football or whatever.
A T-shirt,
You know.
a shitty T-shirt that you're never going to wear again. Q, you're telling me you're willing to
He
get
almost
down
lost
and,
his life over
You're
it.
willing to get down and get on the ground with all the fucking vomit
No.
and the spilt beer.
Not
for
at
a
all.
Fucking T-shirt.
In all fairness, it's his vomit.
It's as far as I'm willing to go for it. Like T-shirt, not really. Balls, I've gotten into brawls at Yankee Stadium over it. Not actual fights, but like struggles and balls.
Struggles.
Yeah.
Yeah, for some reason, perfectly level-headed, normal people just lose their minds when it comes to a ball, a T-shirt, or something like that. It becomes like fucking Thunderdome.
I think it's part of the game. I think it's just part of the game. It's part of the fun of being there.
Right.
You know what I mean? So
Is there enough? It's like, have they figured everything out in New Orleans? And like with post Katrina, that that this is an issue at this point. That they're actually making like this is a news story in New Orleans. Like, is everything's okay there now? That like
I think it is. Yeah.
that
You are 100% on the mark. If the headline were old black dude snatches ball from Grimace, we're not reading that. We will never read that headline.
Right.
Old black dude snatches.
No, I disagree. I think it doesn't. To me, I'm not about age or what the fan looks like. I'm just saying. But if we're going to be honest, it's all about the gender in this one.
Oh yeah.
If it's two dudes, like two 70-year-old guys, maybe that might make the news as two 7-year-olds start to fight or whatever.
Because it would be funny.
Yeah.
Right.
But if it's like two 40-some-year-old guys going at it, I mean, it happens probably
every day,
every quarter of what's happening.
Right. Exactly.
Of every sporting event.
Yeah.
But then what really fucking irritated me, and this goes back to your whole gender equality thing.
Yeah.
Is so the guy then, the receiver, whatever the fuck he is, you sports guys will know, he signs a football to her, gives it to her, and it says, on Mondays the Bengals tweeted a photo of Jermaine Gresham signing a football that will go to the woman. A Cincinnati T-shirt company also reached out, saying it would give her a shirt of her choice at no cost. She didn't fucking narrowly escape death or something. It's like, first off, that T-shirt company, I'm so glad they didn't name them because they're looking for free publicity.
Sure.
And it's like, what the fuck did she lose?
But you can't be mad at the T-shirt company. They're just looking to get a leg up.
But that's what I mean.
Everybody's got to make scratch somehow. You can't begrudge them for that.
It's so fucking transparent. I do begrudge them for that.
But everybody does it though. You can't get mad at them for that. I mean, you could be mad at news. I mean, hopefully that didn't get regular news. Hopefully that was just sports news.
That was ESPN.
Okay,
Yeah.
all right.
I mean, look, you can't really. I agree with Walt. You can't fault people for trying to promote themselves. Like, for instance, if we had the Tom Steve Dave Christmas special dropping in a week on Black
We're not
Friday,
supposed to talk about it.
yeah,
You know what? I'm all turned around.
yeah.
We should reach out to her and offer her a free download code. See if we make the fucking news. When I saw that, it's just like, here, you can have a T-shirt of your choice. But you're right. Evidently, they go nuts for T-shirts too. Because it's a thing.
Hughes living proof.
I've done it. I've fought the T-shirt battle.
He's about to jump in his car and head to Cincinnati to fight her for it.
Give me that, you grimace.
And I think it's horrible that man has to answer questions about that because he didn't really do it. It's not like he pushed her down. He just reacted quicker. That's all he did was react quicker.
And not that, but it looked like it was thrown to him.
Did it?
Yeah. If you watch it again, it was thrown more towards him.
The footage I saw looked like he was kind of slinking on the side. Then all of a sudden he gets in there real quick. But that's what fans do, though, man. They don't want fans to celebrate in your home.
If she's a real football fan, then she should appreciate an interception.
That's right.
Says he didn't steal the ball from
Oh, he still has the ball?
Oh, yeah.
This guy's stupid, though. He's trying to get attention, too, then.
Somewhat like Mardi Gras when a coconut is tossed.
That I've never heard. And a black person saying when a coconut is tossed immediately invites racist thoughts.
He's caught the ball 3 other times, and he couldn't have done it passively. Because if I would have been, I wouldn't have got the ball.
I love his simple logic. This guy's my hero. He's my hero.
Well, he's in his 70s. He doesn't give a shit.
Yeah.
He doesn't
But he
care.
doesn't even do a newscast about it either, though.
He's probably
Isn't it
fucking
insane that this much coverage is dedicated to fucking like somebody taking a like
Because we all on the first.
if that game was like it was the Super Bowl. And it was,
he'd be nationwide coverage right now if that was the Super Bowl. That happened in the Super Bowl.
if he was
Worldwide coverage.
or his funeral would be if someone beat him down the ticket.
I don't know.
Dinkin steals ball from Sugar Tits. right on the front page of the New York Times.
Well, don't they do that if a fan catches like a meaningful ball? Don't they like try to hustle them out? So
Yes.
Oh yeah, like Barry Bonds,
Like Jeter's
home run.
2000th hit, security runs over there, they grab the guy, and the player has the option to buy it from him.
Gets him right out.
Yeah.
Oh, the player has the option to buy it, right?
Right, that's the idea. The player will make an offer to him. It's his ball,
Right.
and they'll try and negotiate with him.
Sometimes you see the chumps that just give it to him, right?
Yeah.
But then they turn around and they give them like season tickets and some shit like that. It's always a give and take.
That's a chump.
Chump?
That's a chump.
to give it back
To
to
give
the
it back
player.
to
I don't know. It depends on my mood at the time.
Is the player a grimace?
We took a Barry Bonds and Derek Jeter.
Is it Prince Fielder or Derek Jeter?
Yeah, and let's be fair. If you're in the stratosphere of hitting some sort of significant hit in a baseball game,
Sure.
you probably got the money
Right,
to
yeah.
settle up with that fan, though. I guess.
Yeah, I think usually they goes for like 300,000 or something, like special balls and shit like that.
I guess case by case basis.
Yeah, but the number I always see is in like the low 100,000s.
So you got your answer right. Adequate
I don't know.
answer.
Well, this begs the question: why are you looking at ESPN News?
I can't remember how I came. Oh, I was looking up stuff in New Orleans since I'll be at the New Orleans Comic Expo this coming weekend. What a thrill it will be for everyone.
Are you worried? Like I said, I'm not sure. I say, is everything better?
I was
down
there a
here?
few months ago. It's
Yeah.
perfectly fine.
Because I remember for a little while, like they're afraid about eating food down there. You can get
No. It's back. It's back, baby.
You know Bob Burden.
Ming would be
No.
done.
Hey, I'm gonna. You know what? You said you wanted to talk a little bit about comics. Here's
Yeah, I did.
Bob Burden, Flamin' Carrot.
Okay, yeah.
He went down there, got deathly ill after Hurricane Katrina.
Really?
Yeah, so I don't want you guys eating shellfish or anything down there.
You got to go to Antoine's, dude. You ever hear of that place? It's a 200-year-old restaurant in the French Quarter. It's unbelievable.
Really?
Yeah, it's unbelievable.
We've been there a few times.
I only found out about this year.
You're going to New Orleans too?
I went earlier this year. I had a bachelor party down there.
This is I was looking at the website for the Comic Expo, and this is the description of our panel. Come be entertained as Michael, Brian, and Ming as they discuss life at the stash, as well as answer any and all questions about Kevin Smith, Jason Mewes, comics, movies, TV, or any other general nerdy things you might be interested in hearing about. You know, I mean, it's just like,
well,
if you don't give a fuck about us,
do you want to read between the lines?
I don't think I have
to. You want me to try? Well, you don't care about Michael, Ming, and Brian.
Yeah. Leave our names out of it to spare us the shame. Just say, come ask the comic book man. Come ask a couple guys who know Kevin and Jay questions about them. I couldn't believe it. I was just like, who are we to answer any and all or any at all questions about them?
Well, I mean, I'm sure it's not going to be so specific that you couldn't answer. I think it's going to be like,
what's the social security number?
What's Jay really like? Mm-hmm. That's about that's what we get here.
Yeah. I don't know.
I know you can answer that.
I could answer that. Will I? Probably. Maybe. You're going to have to come and find out. I'm concerned about the quote unquote celebrity schedule, and when this is how it leads off. I'm showing you guys, there's not a lot of recognizable faces there. But I did hear, Q, I'm not sure if this, I mean... I don't know.
Let me say.
There's cartoon renderings of people. They don't even have their picture.
Is this a digital
Is that
painter?
that dude who has those weird puppets? Jeff?
No, Gavin McKelly?
No.
He's a digital painter, colorist. I guess he drew himself. That's pretty cool. The one person I'm actually interested in talking to a little bit is Naomi Grossman. She's on American Horror Story. This season, she plays Pepper.
And
I mean, look at that. Look how pretty that lady is, and then look at the character.
Oh, she's like
She
real
plays
jacked up, right?
the Pinhead character, yeah.
Yeah.
You think you're going to get a one-on-one with her?
Yeah. I'm pretty sure that could happen. I mean, we were at the, was it West Virginia con? One of the cons, or regular Virginia, I don't know, wherever the fuck we were. I was in a car with her. We were in the back seat. It was me, her, and some other guy.
Oh, so you already
was in the
talked to
middle.
her already?
Yeah, I've spoken to
okay.
her, yeah. Yeah, I don't think it would be that. People are pretty accommodating, unless they're real huge, or like Stan. Like Stan doesn't really want to talk to people. Like if you go into the green room or whatever.
Is there any kind of like separation from reality and actor? Like, is there kind of like they kind of look down on the reality people, the actors?
You know what
I'm saying? Like, there'd be like that kind of like class.
Right, yeah, like a caste system where we're the untouchables.
Like, a reality star certainly doesn't have like any talent or anything.
Right,
so.
they look at you as like carpetbaggers.
Well, thank you. I appreciate the sentiment. We're not reading between the lines anymore, are we?
As opposed to like somebody who's
actually talented, yes.
And
I mean, I look down on reality people, so I can only imagine they do as well. I don't know. It depends. Everybody is generally pretty nice, I would say. The people that aren't overwhelmingly like warm or personable, I get the feeling they would be that way anyway.
No matter what.
Yeah, no matter what.
How would you describe
Unless it's
yourself?
a fellow like.
How do you think they describe you as being warm and personable?
Well, it depends on whom. Yeah, probably not. No, they would say that. I don't think anybody would say that about me. I mean, at the cons anyway.
Yes. Well, I don't know if anybody's saying it here either.
Like, well, maybe Sage would say it.
I mean, when you come into the stash, I mean.
When I'm here?
Yeah.
Yeah, probably not.
I don't mean at home.
Yeah, at home, they're not even Suzanne, but 50% of the people at home generally appreciate me.
That's pretty good.
It's not a bad percentage.
It's not bad.
Yeah, it could be a lot worse. Could be 0. I don't know. I don't think they even know who the fuck we are, to tell you the truth.
Who's they?
Like when you say like the green room, do the real actors look down on reality people?
Oh, yeah.
I think a lot of times they may not know who the fuck we are. Like we met, what's his name? Bruce Campbell. And it's one of those things where they, like, Ming and Mike really wanted to meet him. And you, instead of, like, he was only there for a little while, so he has this big long line. And we go behind the curtain and, like, basically cut everybody just to say hello. No, I never
Who allows that?
I never. Usually the handlers,
So the handler has to size up, like, is it worth Bruce's time?
Yeah.
So he has to make that quick call.
He has to make that call, and like I'm not a Bruce Campbell groupie type guy. There are some people who just fucking love him. Like he's a cult.
Oh yeah,
he's awesome. I'm one of them. I think he's great. I've read all his books.
He's definitely a cult, like beloved cult figure.
Oh yeah.
I'm in on that. Yeah, that's where I weigh in.
The only thing I've really seen him in was Evil Dead. I may have seen him in other things, but I just didn't realize it. But I'm not that guy. Like I would have been totally fine without meeting him. Why I walked over anyway, I don't know. But I walked over there, and it was that moment of like, hey, how you doing? And instead of turning around and walking away like I thought we were going to, it's like just that beat, that half a second, that moment where it's like, all right, you guys can go away now before you turn and walk away, you know? And since that moment, I'm like, I'm not fucking cutting anybody. I'm not meeting anybody like that.
Well, what did he do that gave you the indication?
It's just a silence because those guys, you know, Ming and Mike and myself, I would be like it too. It's like, you don't really have anything to say to him. What are you supposed to say? All I said was, I said hello, and then I sort of like backed off. And Ming talked to him for, you know, 5 seconds, and then he was nice about it, but he's like, all right, I got a line here, a lot of people lined up, blah, 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 whatever.
He said that?
He sort of ushered us away, yeah. Yeah, which to me was like, he should. He should. He absolutely should do it.
Bruce Campbell walked away saying, who the fuck is Kelly Fry?
Yeah, Ming's like, hey, man, you know what? If you want to come watch it at the Stash with me, there's
were they visibly disappointed with that? Or did they? Or was it just?
You think that it penetrates their fucking?
That's what I'm saying. Were they aware, or were they just so like? Was the euphoria still so high? After
I've never seen them visibly disappointed at anything at a con. No, I think they were just like, that was real cool. They also liked meeting the really big guy from Guardians of the Galaxy.
Oh, Dave Bautista.
What's that?
Dave Bautista,
the wrestler guy.
Yeah, that guy. They were very excited to meet him. And again, I was in a picture because they wanted to get a picture with him and Rooker, and I was there with Sage, and I was like, all right, I'll stand. I mean, because I don't want to be like no in the moment when they're like, hey, do you want to take a picture? So it's like the photo op thing. Mm-hmm. And when I showed the picture to my niece and nephew, they were impressed with Rooker, and I had totally forgotten because he's on Walking Dead.
Oh yeah,
and then suddenly their little sister was hot shit because she's in a picture with Merc.
Oh, okay.
From, you know,
right.
Now to me, like, he's the guy that if I go to a con and he's there, I will like cut everybody. Not making it an official thing. I'll walk out, but I'll say hi.
Right.
And then just move on real fast.
Well, he knows you, right?
Yeah.
That's different.
But other than that, I don't. They did the same thing with the guy from Game of Thrones, the big dude, the Jason Momoa. Is that his name?
Yeah, he's playing Aquaman.
Yeah, that guy. And same thing. You could tell he's just like. I don't think he knows who the fuck we are, and I'm like, why am I saying hello to this dude? Like, it's okay that he doesn't. Like, I don't care either. Like, I don't. There's nothing. Like, I don't get anything. There's nothing inside me that's like, oh my god, I bet Jason Momoa. I don't have that, you know. So I've sort of sworn off traveling, you know, as the comic book men into these various, you know, meet and greets where we invade and cut lines and shit like that.
But you know, you can't. But you also got to factor in, you know, well, they have the opportunity to do it. I guess they want to do it.
I suppose. I guess so. I don't know why they care about meeting them really big, strong guys all the time. I'm not sure what that's all about, but you know.
Why does David Bautista do these things? Do you think he was in that movie? He's going to be in the sequel. He's linked into the Marvel universe now.
Who's David Bautista?
He's Drax the Destroyer. Like, how much money
does he do a con?
Yeah.
Because if you heard the minimums that some of these people make,
oh really?
You would fucking do
okay.
it too. Okay. I'll tell off mic. I'll tell you some of the minimums that people from Walking Dead make.
Really?
You would do it 7 days a week. If
really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like you know my minimum.
Sure.
You wouldn't do that 7 days a week.
No, I don't think I would do it for whatever minimum they'd give me. It would have to be like, it would have to be like.
It's a lot.
Yeah. But he's going to be Aquaman?
Yeah.
No, Jason
Momoa.
No, Jason Momoa.
No, not the guy who played Drax. The guy.
That's a real bad casting.
No, Jason Momoa, the guy on Game of Thrones.
Aquaman's like a male model.
Yeah.
Yeah. What's his name? The guy from Fast and Furious would have been good Aquaman. The guy who died. What's his name?
Paul Walker.
Paul Walker.
I don't know.
Come on, don't bring Quinn the tears here.
Come on, man. I'm trying to get over that.
Oh,
still.
Paul Walker.
You know what? Universal invited us to do a What Say You screening of it before the movie officially opens.
Really?
Yeah. They said if you guys if you and Sal go through with doing the review of each movie, we'll have an advanced screening for What Say You. So I'm going to watch them now.
Each movie, each Marvel
movie?
Because
the Fast and the Furious movies. We said we would watch them and review each one on the thing, and they said go ahead and do that, and we'll give an advanced screening for you guys. So I'll make Paul Walker.
Well, until you give a negative review, and then goodbye. Fucking
all those tears.
All those tears floated my boat right up to a free fucking screening of.
I mean,
so Paul Walker is still giving to me. Still giving to me.
Still make movies called Fast and the Furious?
Sure, the 7th one comes out next. It's like the highest grossing movie franchise of all time, and they just signed the cast for 3 more of them. So there's going to be 10 total. It's like the James Bond of street racing.
Whoa. Yeah, I was going to say, that's made more money than James Bond movies?
Well, probably.
I think so.
Bullshit. There's like 30 fucking
There's 20-something
James
James Bond. You have to remember, half of them came out before like 1970.
Yeah, like when movie tickets were like a shiny nickel to get in.
Let me see. I'll look it up while you boys are talking.
All right.
With the next hot topic then? How about the Cake Boss?
All right, yeah.
Which today I happened to see a local commercial, which unless his stores are identical, like the stores that he opens, I'm pretty sure they shot the commercial here in Red Bank. I mean, it looks exactly like the store in Red
I've been to the one in Hoboken.
And there's brick out front, like there's a brick side.
The exterior does look like the one in Hoboken.
Yeah.
The interior, I can't remember. I don't think it was the same exact layout.
Okay, it's become Universal's biggest franchise of all time. $2.3 billion so far.
Is that a talking point that they wanted you to say to get this screening?
No. No, I think people... let me explain something to you. Fast and the Furious does not need me in any way, shape, or form. I would wager to say there is literally nothing I can do to help or hurt them.
Okay. But... you saw the commercial for a Cake Boss.
I saw the commercial, and I saw Buddy.
You saw Buddy. Now when did this happen? The DUI, right?
I think it was last week. What's his name, Buddy? Let's see.
I don't think that's his real name, though.
Cake Boss.
Are they screwing him out of the show?
I doubt it.
I gotta be honest. I really didn't hear much about this.
I haven't heard about it at all.
And I thought it was strange. Because America loves to eat this kind of stuff up. Like somebody falling from grace, somebody who's so
beloved.
He is beloved, I would imagine.
The guy makes cakes. Why wouldn't he?
Yeah. Who wouldn't fucking worship a fucking guy who inherited his, ancestors' business?
Well, I don't want to come down on the guy for that.
Wow, he's only 37? The 37-year-old was pulled over by NYPD officers after he was seen driving erratically. Hold on.
Do you think he was like, hey, man, I'm the Cake Boss?
Oh, he absolutely was. That was in the news. Yeah.
Really?
That was in the news. He did do that.
He wasn't even humble about it?
Well, he wanted to get off.
Yeah, he pulled the don't you know who I am thing.
Oh, yeah, that's rough. I've been pulled over many times, and I've never once been like, hey, what's going on? Like a thumbs up next to me. So you remember that? It's me. I win. Sometimes I lose.
I win. He was pulled over after he was seen driving erratically in Hell's Kitchen and failed a breathalyzer test given soon after. He was charged with driving while intoxicated and driving while ability impaired and declined in court to plead guilty.
What does that mean, declined in court? So he said he was innocent.
So is this the way of saying not guilty?
I guess so, yeah.
So you should say, but you can say I declined to plead?
Well, I'm
guessing that's just bad writing. I think that your choices are guilty or not guilty. He said not guilty, but for some reason they worded it in a very bizarre way.
Yeah, that is strange.
I didn't know that. Yeah, I was going to say, there's a third option?
Yeah, which is to confuse people for a second. And they'd be like, oh, okay, so not guilty.
What liberal rag wrote this?
This is the Daily News.
I don't know, Walt. I'm liberal. I don't know why I said that. I'm all over it today.
You can't arrest me, he told cops. I'm the Cake Boss.
He didn't say that.
Are you kidding me?
Quotes.
There is no better way to get a New York City police officer to arrest you than to say you can't arrest me. I'm blank.
I'm the Cake Boss.
Unless it's not I'm chief of police, then anything's going to lead you right to the fucking clinker.
He said, is there anything we can do? I'm a good guy. You don't have to arrest me. The cops didn't.
Was he offering to blow him?
It doesn't mention that here.
It's probably bake him a cake.
Yeah, it's actually, it does mention that. Buddy did not offer the cop a blowjob.
It's a cake in the shape of a badge. There you go.
He was arrested for some reason. They say that he was in dark blue jeans and a charcoal blazer.
Because every time you see him, he's fucking dressed in head to toe in white.
Mm-hmm.
So it's hard to maybe you didn't recognize him.
He did admit that he had been drinking. I had a couple of drinks about 30 or 40 minutes ago.
That's mistake number one, right?
Oh, for fuck's sake, man. We're on reality shows. Why don't we have a car like that? Why don't we have yellow Corvettes?
That dude
Holy
is
shit.
making money hand over fist.
He's licensed his name to so many different
it's
items
insane.
and shit. Yeah.
But I mean, I don't want to say this guy. I mean, this is a serious thing. No, I'm surprised at the level of kind of like, who cares?
He should have just been like, I was trying out a new recipe for rum cake.
Yeah,
I
rum
had a
cake.
few pieces.
I told my kids. I said, "Do you guys still watch that Cake Boss show?" And my oldest daughter looked up and was like, "Why?" I said, "Do you still watch that show?"
Because she knows.
Nothing good's following that.
Because if I heard that same question from Walt, I'd react the same fucking way. Why do you want to know? What bullshit's coming my way? I don't know how to answer this.
I said, "Do you still watch it?" She goes, "No, I haven't watched it in a while. Why?" I was like, "No reason." She goes, "Why?" I said, "Well, he got in trouble." And she goes, "Well, how did he get in trouble?" And I said, "Well, he was driving drunk." And she goes, "What is that?"
What was he wearing?
And I go, "He was he was driving drunk." She goes, "Where?" I go, "New York." And she goes, "How do you know about it?" I go, "I heard it on the news." And I go,
"Which daughter is this, the older one?"
Yeah, and she goes,
"What does she think that you're like?
I'm making it up,
mentally incapacitated."
Oh, no, she thinks I'm making it up.
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
So and so then immediately I see her googling it, and I go, "What do you?"
The level of distrust. It makes so much sense from all the stories I've heard over the years. Like, what you fucking with them? It's awesome.
So I'm watching her on the couch and she's googling. I see her reading it. She doesn't say anything, and I go, "What? You didn't believe me, huh?" And she goes, "I go, what do you think of that now?" And she goes,
"Fuck you."
She goes, "So?" And I go, "See?" I go, that's what's horrible. I said, a lot of people are going, "So he's not going to pay a price." I go, other people would have to pay a price. Why not, Buddy? Because he has that aura of that he's a good guy. Mm-hmm. And
just because you drive a little drunk doesn't mean you're a bad guy.
Yeah, but I think but a lot of people would be.
Right?
What if she turned it around on you? What if she turned it around on you and she was like, "Tell me again about Martin Riggs, Dad? About how Lethal Weapon's your favorite movie?"
But I mean,
which brings us full circle to Quinn Sugartit's comment.
because of Martin Riggs has gone on record as being not a good guy.
Well,
I mean, Mel Gibson.
But I will say that Buddy may not be an actor in Martin Riggs's caliber. No, but don't fucking think for a second that that's a fucking total act. That whole shtick he's got on the fucking Cake Boss.
Oh yeah,
Buddy.
Buddy. Yeah. Mm-hmm. I mean, he's like kind of like that lovable, like little, I don't know, baker.
He does. I mean, he comes off in the commercial. He does come off as that, like, hey, it's your friendly neighborhood. Yes. Like, yeah, he doesn't come off like a star.
But I'm just shocked at the level of indifference, though. I mean, it really wasn't that big a deal, though.
People were more upset that the black dude wrestled the fucking ball out of the Grimace's hands.
Yeah, I mean, right? Mm-hmm. I don't know. To me, that's strange, though, that like a guy who gets a ball has to answer more questions than a guy who drives.
He didn't have to. I'm sure people would be interviewing Cake Boss if people would allow it.
People went after
who, Cake Boss?
No, the football guy. Like,
racist.
Well, it's the internet shit where it's the internet shit where it's like suddenly people are calling his family names and death threats and all that kind of stupid shit.
Would it affect you? By hey, there's a bakery across the street, or there's Buddy's bakery. Oh, you know what? But Buddy got DUI last week.
I'll tell you what would piss me off more is that he was driving that yellow Corvette. I'd be like, fuck that rich motherfucker. I'm going to the other cake place.
You're going to the other cake place?
Yeah, I maybe like if there's like a 1972 like Chevy Nova parked out front, I may be like, that guy needs my business. I'm gonna go to that guy.
Fuck that. That's a nice car, man.
Well, I'm assuming it's not. I'm assuming it's not in good shape.
Oh, okay. He hasn't restored it?
No, he doesn't have the money to, bro. The cake boss is taking all his business.
I mean, but that's a real crime, though, right?
Driving drunk?
Yeah.
Yeah, of course. It's a serious
but like
crime.
people take more flack, like celebrities and pseudo celebrities take more flack for comments than he's taking for actually driving drunk and putting people's lives.
You know who Adam Richman is? He's on Man vs. Food.
Yeah.
He's
I've never heard of that guy. No.
Man vs. Food. You never heard of that show?
No, I heard of the show. I don't know.
Oh, he's the man.
He's the guy.
He's the man that's versus food.
Okay.
What's the concept of the show? It sounds like
he travels around the world and he goes to restaurants. He'll eat like, places have like, if you could eat this whole steak.
Right. Yeah.
He does things like that.
Well, it happened, Walt, last week. The annual Tell 'em Steve Dave Christmas extravaganza was recorded. And it's a big one. It fucking literally took me like 6 hours to send to Declan.
Really?
It took so long because
the
file was huge. Yep.
Big file, big yucks.
Oh. There are things that will go down in Tell 'em Steve Dave history, I feel, on this episode.
There are things that I couldn't disagree with that. There are things on it that will be referenced from now until doomsday.
Mm-hmm. We have, who do we got? We got me, you, and Quinn, of course. We got Sunday Jeff. We got Get 'em, if that's your thing. We got Ming. We got Mike.
Got Frank 3.
We got Frank 3 as a judge.
People have been like, why hasn't Frank 3 appeared in over 2 years? Well, he's back.
He's back. And if you have been holding your bowels to shit on him, well, here's your chance.
I do a good job doing that for you, listener, because he's fucking annoying.
It's awesome. The way we record, there's a column, like a support beam. So the way the judges were arranged, well, you couldn't see Frank 3, but every time you chided him, which was quite frequently, his face dropped and he looked like he was like about to say, "Fuck it, I'm walking out the door." Why am I doing this?
Let's hear a little clip of Frank 3's shenanigans.
I'm going to go with Brian on this one. They both made good arguments. I mean, but it doesn't make any sense for why do they need 4 years to just make this person thing go away or change it? And even to change it, then it's still racist. I mean, it doesn't really matter. That's just the way I felt about it. But
have you ever been on a jury?
No, I recuse myself usually.
If you are, you just play this and you'll get out of it. Told you.
Yeah, he's an idiot. He's a good guy. We also have, who else do we have judge? We'll get him as judging, and then we have the Zen librarian, who, God, would you ever imagine she would have appeared on Tell 'em Steve Dave?
Against all odds, yeah. But you'll hear it in the pod why she's there.
Mm-hmm. I think she does a good job.
I think so too. And we have a very super secret guest, right?
We do have a super secret guest. So super, I don't know who the hell you're talking about.
He was on your team. Who was besides Q? Who was on your team?
Oh, that's right. Yeah. Shh. I don't want that to be part of the commercial.
Cut that out.
Declan, cut that out.
Plus, we have a super secret guest, right?
We do have a super secret guest, which let's just say...
Last year I teased, I kind of played a trick on the listeners. I kind of made it seem like it was going to be a guest that they were going to like.
Yeah.
And
it turned out to be the same asshole everyone hated. Get him.
This year we're telling you flat out he's there. But
it's not like surprise, it's Frank 3.
But we have a super secret guest that is... people really respond well to when he comes on.
Yeah, they respond well to him. He's well liked. He's a fan favorite, and he delivers big time. So,
where do you go to get you know what I like? Oh, you're talking about history. I know. All kidding aside, though, I've been seeing some commercials pop up for Black Friday sales. Like you're starting to like get hammered with them now on TV.
Right.
And this is the first year. Every time I heard a commercial for Black Friday, I immediately think now of Tell 'em Steve Dave.
Yeah.
I think we are on a path right now to really creating something traditional, which is really cool.
Not only traditional, but it's like you don't have to fucking line up. You don't have to be an asshole and get up at like 3 a.m. and stand out in the freezing cold. You know, you do it at your leisure.
But I think that it's like.
But the tradition is nice.
I think it's really neat now that like there is something that like it's like a holiday tradition. Who would have ever thought that? And we created one.
And
granted, I mean, only a small handful of people know the tradition, but that's how traditions start.
Yeah, who
knows?
That's
how Santa Claus started.
Yeah.
It wasn't like, well, one day everybody just knew there was a Santa Claus.
Yeah, I mean, the only way the tradition is going to end is with when we die. You know, I don't know if it'll carry on like Santa Claus did. You know, but right here's a perfect example of why it's a tradition. Come on, Declan, you fool.
Put another clip in. All right, so eavesdropping on a dream is the object.
Move your mic up. Move your mic up.
To speak to the Lord, giving thanks to one person on their team who means the world to them. Judges will award points based upon tenderness, 1 through 7, articulation, 1 through 7, and sincerity, 1 through 7.
And he can't even keep a straight fucking face.
I'm going to. Each one of you is going to have to say a prayer. So you're going to have to pick who you're going to do it on your team. Right. Jeff is going to have to pick Mike or Ming to say a prayer about.
You have to thank God for either Mike or Ming. And sell that shit.
And you're being awarded on your sincerity, your tenderness, and your articulation.
Very good.
Jeff, do you even know my last name?
Now,
how did you tie her up? What did you use and how? Where?
I use rope, hands to the bedposts, feet together.
Don't sheet nut. Hands
Hands
to the bedpost.
Feet together. Good move, asshole. What an expert.
Same question, Sunday Jeff.
Newspaper twine.
That's some straight up serial killer shit.
And feet over there.
I want to believe that that's not true.
I searched for the most uncomfortable ligature I could find. Newspaper twine. Oh my God.
What a visual on Christmas.
And that's why, Walt. That's why it's become a tradition. So, Black Friday, which is like midnight Thursday, yeah. Like it's Thanksgiving. Stay up. Go to Bandcamp. What is it? TellHimSteveDave.bandcamp.com. And it's going to be there.
Just go to bandcamp.com, go into the search engine and type in Tell 'em Steve Dave. It's going to be there. You're going to see. You can buy it's just the 2014 episode. You can buy the bundle pack of.
You can buy the bundle.
Episodes.
And you know what? You might not even have to search us out because the past 2 years, it's become the #1 seller almost immediately as soon as it goes up. Thanks to the good listeners of Tell 'em Steve Dave. That, I got to tell you, that actually, a few things get me excited. Few things make me feel like what I imagine like Pride must feel like. But when I see that cover and it's, you know, like #1, like people are tweeting it and shit, I do. Nice. I like it.
And I like that there is an anticipation for it. That to me is amazing that there is real anticipation for something that, people look forward to it. That to me is, that means everything.
Yeah.
Along with the fun that we have doing it too, because this one's a fun one.
It's a good time, man. So, go to bandcamp.com on Black Friday.
Thursday at midnight.
Friday at 12:01, whatever. Just get it. You would be silly not to, and you'd be left out of the tradition, and who wants that? Walt, if I could, I would walk around in underwear all the time.
We're not doing an underwear ad, are we? This is a MeUndies ad?
This is a MeUndies ad. It is.
No, I can't, man. My new spokesman is Maxwell. He's the voice of MeUndies. I can't do an ad without Maxwell.
He's the voice of MeUndies. Is MeUndies aware of this? have they been?
What?
Are they aware he's their spokesman?
Right now they may not be aware of it, but right now when you hear the word MeUndies, you automatically associate Maxwell's voice now with that.
You're just like, oh my god, I think I just shit my Maxwell's.
I'm telling you, man. I mean, that's what I was propping him up to be, and I still want. I mean, we can't do this ad.
We gotta. Maxwell's not around. Look, if Maxwell's gonna fuck around down in Tennessee instead of moving up here, and living a normal cosmopolitan life like we do.
But we're doing this show on a Thursday.
Yeah.
It's dropping tomorrow, I guess. I don't know when it's dropping.
Who the fuck knows? It should be dropping tonight, but I don't
think so.
I feel like that's not going to happen.
But it just was a matter of that I just didn't know we were doing MeUndies. This is why that guy who books those commercials, he's got to let me know what's going on, man. I would have had a MeUndies spot ready to roll.
Right.
Now MeUndies may not pay us because we're not using the Maxwell voice.
Yeah, they're going to be infuriated.
They're going to be like, oh, let's hear the new TSD MeUndies spot, and they're going to hear our voices.
Yeah, they're going to be waiting for that. Hey, it's me, MeUndies. Hey, I'm going to, after I wear them for a while, sell them on eBay. Go to MeUndies.com/TESD and get 20% off your first order and free shipping. See even more when you buy a pack of them. Now, I'm not kidding around. You saw that they sent some MeUndies to me for free.
Some?
Yeah, they sent a bunch.
They sent you a 6 palletfuls of underwear to you.
Right. Enough that Walt texted me and was like, and I'm not kidding, texted me, he's like, get them out of here. There's too many.
And not one addressed to me.
Yeah, Walt didn't get any.
And Maxwell should be getting all the underwear.
Yeah.
At this point.
After I wear them for a couple weeks, I'm going to send them on down to Maxwell. Give him a trial run, and then he can wear them.
How has Maxwell not gotten some free MeUndies out of this?
I don't know. Can
you contact MeUndies on behalf of Maxwell, please?
I will.
Please?
I will. We'll get Maxwell some MeUndies so he can properly. He really should wear them so he can get into character as a pair of underwear. I'm not sure if he is aware that they use a CO2 neutral process with a low carbon footprint either. They save water and energy due to their spun dyed fiber process. Did he mention that?
No, I told him about that. Yeah, he knows.
Okay, so he knows. He knows. Okay. They honestly though, they are super comfortable. They're very, very soft. That's what I like.
Are you wearing MeUndies right now? I mean, if you're not, it's fucked up because they sent you about enough for 5 straight years.
I believe I am. I am. I'm not wearing the socks they gave me though because I.
Are you wearing sandals and socks?
They're not really sandals. I mean, they're kind of sandals. They're like, I don't know. They're like slippers. They look like slippers,
German
kind of.
Tourist.
Yeah. Yeah. I look like Mike. Like Mike has his Jesus sandals. Like if you added socks to them. No, I don't think so. Which is kind of weird. Jeans and Jesus sandals, like hiking sandals. Well, I didn't even know they sold those sandals anymore.
Now, are you physically able to hike in hiking sandals, or is that just the term?
Oh no, you can. Yeah, you can. They're like sports sandals. You play volleyball and stuff in them.
Wearing jeans.
Yeah, a lot of times I'll go down to the beach. I'll be sporting MeUndies, and I see Mike in just jeans and his Jesus sandals playing shirtless volleyball with some guys. And I'm like, "What's up, boys?" It's a whole scene. I also wear. That's when I do wear MeUndies socks, the ones that they sent me, just the socks and underwear. But yeah, God Almighty! I mean, everything is very. It's worth the money. I know you pay a little bit more, and we talked about. You go to Target and you're like, "Fuck it, I'm just going to buy these underwear." But yeah, 12 in a pack for like $4. Well, you only live once, though. Treat yourself a little bit to MeUndies. You're getting 20% off. You're getting free shipping. What else do you want,
man? Is there a code?
There is MeUndies.com/TESD.
And I promise MeUndies.
Mm-hmm.
The next time MeUndies is a part of the Tell 'em Steve Dave's rotation commercials, Maxwell will be back.
Yeah. They're like, he fucking better. Oh, Christ almighty. You know what I can't stand about the holidays, Walt?
What's that?
Yeah, sending out regular Christmas cards. I'm one of those guys.
Is that still an issue for you?
It is. It is.
How many you send out? Like a grand total, like 3? Christmas?
Well, 3 last year. I cut my list by 2/3, so this year it's going to be 1, and it's still, I got to choose the right card. It's easier to stay home and just do it online. If only there were a way, is what I'm thinking.
There is a way.
No. What?
Yeah, it's called JibJab.com.
JibJab.com, you say?
It's got the paper holiday card industry shaking in their boots. This is the new wave.
They're shaking.
Hallmark, it's over.
So Hallmark is quaking in their boots. Mr. Hallmark.
It was a good run.
He didn't end it, did he?
No, they're still. You got to give it up for Hallmark. I mean, it was a nice run, but everything comes to an end.
It's just too old-fashioned. I mean, you're licking glue, you're writing shit down. You're spending a lot of time and effort and cutting down forests.
Yeah, who wants the personal touch?
No. I mean, who wants to get something in the mail that you could hang up and let people know that, I care about this person enough to take the time. Let me just go online and fire off something.
Cut and paste a photo and slap it on and be done with it and forget about it.
Right. And then block their email address so they don't fucking bother you anymore. If there were only a company that I could do that with.
I told you, JibJab.
JibJab?
Yep, JibJab.com. It saves you money and hours of work, and they also give you an unlimited number of original, funny, personalized cards for every occasion.
Ooh.
Just pick a card, upload a picture, type a greeting, and send. It only takes seconds. It's great for friends and family. It's definitely the wave of the future. We should have gotten on board with JibJab. We should have invested in stock in it. I think it's going to be.
Is it a publicly held company? I mean, maybe they haven't gone public yet, and there's still a chance for us to get in on the ground floor.
Go public?
We could technically, I guess, as like a penny stock. We could. I mean, we would have to do something with the money. I mean, we'd. Oh my God, we can fucking hardly get anything. Like we can't even get T-shirts mailed out. Now we're a publicly traded company.
I just want to see. Up on Wall Street, like that
ticker
scroll. Yeah. Tell us, Steve Dave.
Yeah, down 5/8. I'll tell you what, JibJab, I do think they're onto something. I'm not even fucking kidding around. The way it is now, people don't send you birthday cards anymore. People don't even call you for your birthday mostly. Like, they send you a text. Yeah. And a text is about as impersonal as it gets. Now this, JibJab, it's good because it gives you that little bit of an edge over somebody who took absolutely no time at all, aside from typing "Happy Birthday," and probably your smartphone wrote most of it for you anyway. Right.
Right. It's not saying I don't give a shit about you. It's saying I barely give a shit.
I can't imagine.
I kind of give a shit.
Right.
Have you ever seen it or used it or played around with it, Troy?
Oh, I love JibJab.
No, I mean, really?
No.
I mean, because I imagine that it would be something like, it's going to be something fun and harmless, but I imagine as soon as JibJab goes into maybe the little bit of the naughty range, and you can put your friends' faces on some weird bodies, you start counting the loot.
Yeah, you have to. JibJab, if they haven't done it yet, they need to do a little
like a naughty birthday card where you're you put your buddy's face on a mule body and then your other buddies.
Yeah, they're double teaming a mule. JibJab, right. Get on that.
Merry Christmas.
As two of your new shareholders are insisting.
I imagine that's what everybody wants to see, an animated like Ming.
Mm-hmm.
On something outrageous, some sort of outrageous card.
Right.
Right? I would buy it.
I would too. Now, I can't tell, is this free?
No, because there's a promo code.
Oh, okay.
That's JibJab.com, promo code TESD.
And how do we spell JibJab?
JibJab. JibJab.
Mm-hmm.
Send K-Muse a card this year.
Yeah, why not?
Put Ming's face on all of them. He's got to be on the internet, right? I mean, just go to his Twitter account. He's taking pictures of himself constantly.
Yeah, if you can't, you're a fuck up if you can't find a picture of Ming.
And maybe I'll get Q in the blog to post some of the best ones.
Look, I don't know how much a card is going to cost you to make at JibJab. What I am going to say, though, is it's probably cheaper than mailing a letter, right?
You got the 40-cent stamp, at least 40 cents.
Yeah, and you got your envelope and all that other crap.
Card goes for?
It's crazy how much they are.
They're upwards of like $5 now.
Yeah.
And it's just folded paper.
Yeah. And then when you get into the fancy ones, that like if they say something,
and have you ever had to buy like a real fancy one to make up with Suzanne for something?
No. I sent her a JibJab card of me fucking a mule. It smoothed everything over. Yeah, so if you're in Dutch with the wife or the girlfriend, this is something you want to do. Go to JibJab.com, and what's that code?
Promo code TESD, all capital letters.
Go ahead, go into it. Look at those elves bent over, like they're going to get it right in the buttocks. JibJab's on to something.
You know what? I thought maybe I would watch a show. I thought about this. I've been coming up with some shows.
Okay. Oh, I like this.
You get somebody with an iron cast stomach,
right?
Like me.
Yeah, and you eat food that's out of date. See how long you can go. See, like putting it to the test. Who's got the biggest? We'll call it iron stomach.
Right.
They get 3 contestants, and you got to eat stuff to see like who gets sick and who opts out first.
That's pretty good.
Another one was.
I'll see if True TV's interested.
And we could do this with celebrities and real people too. Where you can have like guest celebrities.
Right.
You just walk up. It's a hidden camera thing. You walk up to a man on the street. Let's say it's a celebrity. And let's say like this celebrity's Vanilla Ice.
Right.
And you walk up to the celebrity. You walk up to the man on the street, and you're like, "Hey man, did you hear the news? Vanilla Ice just died." And you get reactions. Like maybe they're like, "Oh, who the fuck cares?" You're like, "Oh, really? I like that dude."
Yeah.
And then you pull out Vanilla Ice, and you get to put them on the spot.
Oh, you make them answer for it?
That? Yeah.
That would be a great idea if they didn't do that exact show.
They do that already?
Did they?
Exactly that show, probably about a year ago.
Oh,
which
wow.
At the time, and I thought it was a brilliant idea where I think it was called Haters, actually.
But I thought you could do it to real people, though, too. Like, let's say you write in. You want to be on Hate. Look, let's go calling it Haters. You want to be on Haters? Okay. Think your family doesn't love you? Write in. So then they would go to your family and be like, hey, I just want to let you know he was in a horrible car accident.
Can you give me a second? I need to write a letter.
And you get the reaction of your family. You get to see, like, oh, my God, they did love me. Or you confirm, like, oh, my God, they didn't really love me. They don't care.
Wow. And you get to terrorize your family at the same time.
What a horrible fucking...
But, like, that's what people want to watch, though. They want to watch that window into a real person's lives and be like, you get that camera talking to that guy who's written in. Like, you know, my wife doesn't love me. My kids
I take it even a step further. Call it funerals with a Z at the end, and you do the whole funeral. Yeah. And then he pops out of the coffin at the end.
That's a quick turnaround, though. You got to put up with that. Like, I mean, that's like... That would be
ratings, baby. We need ratings.
That would be calling into the hoax, though, like for a week,
or
if not more.
Right.
You just want that initial reaction. Like you walk up to the wife's work, and you'd be like, "You fake cops." You'd be like, "Just want to let you know, my husband was in a horrible accident. He passed away." And then you try to press them to get some feelings. And if she's just like, "Oh, I hated my husband anyway." Or like, okay, I'm glad the dickhead's gone.
Wow, you think that'll be the reaction?
Okay.
But like, you know, you'd want some of those reactions because you know, America doesn't want to see people going like, "Oh, I loved him so much. Oh, I wish I had told him," and then he comes out and everyone's happy. You want to get at least some of those reactions where you get the backstage. You get the guy backstage as he's listening to them being like, "Oh, I hated him anyway," and he's saying he's fuming.
Right.
And then you come out and and you confront them.
That stings.
Remind me later because I got a story to tell you off mic.
Did you have one of those?
Yeah.
And the guy wasn't dead?
What? No. It's not that the guy wasn't dead, but the reaction was interesting.
That's the kind of stuff people would want to pay to see, though, on TV, right?
Yeah.
See, I think funerals could be a spin-off of Iron Stomach should they not survive.
Yeah, but I'm trying to develop that, Q. I want to talk to you about that.
All right, we can talk about that.
All right.
I can tell you True needs programming right now, so it'll be good.
You know, like I said, like get one guest celebrity to do it. Like, and it has to be somebody who's on the outs a little bit.
Not like Harrison Ford.
Yeah. And then you get 2 regular Joes to do it. So you do 3 in an episode. Yeah, 2 regular Joes and a celebrity.
So you're asking a celebrity to be fucking mortified in front of an entire nation. that his family is so fucking.
No, it's not.
No, man on the street.
Man on the street.
Oh, okay.
And then you put the man on the street. If he didn't say something cool about Vanilla Ice, then Vanilla Ice comes out and he gets like, why'd you say that about me, man?
He's like, word to your mother.
But let's say he does say something cool about it, and then he comes out and he signs an autograph for him, poses with a picture, and it's a good feel-good moment for Vanilla.
Okay. Yeah. For some reason, I thought you were going to say this to the families, and I'm just like, I don't think America would love tricking people into thinking.
Well, you know what?
Well, the families of the regular Joes it would have to be families, because you couldn't go up to a man on the street and be like, "Hey, did you hear about that guy?"
You might do it a bit. You could do it to like their coworkers, perhaps.
Do you know what
Yes.
Do you know what a sizzle reel is?
Yeah.
Okay, so this is
a veteran in a sizzle reel.
This is a sizzle reel is like a mini episode that you show the network to sell it.
Yeah.
So what we could do is, since we could just go to Ming's house and tell his family that he's dead, since they won't find out for a week that it's true anyway, and then like we could really just check out and see how it goes, and you're definitely gonna get the reaction that you want, which is like.
We don't know that. That's speculation, Q.
Well, this is called Hater.
Right.
This was it was an American television series for the CW. It was an hour long due to low ratings. The show was canceled by the network. It was holy shit! It was literally canceled in 4 episodes. The pilot episode was broken in different segments upon airing, featuring Kim Kardashian, Snooki.
They were on it.
Yeah, they were on it. And the show had 20 more celebrities lined up for the first season had it not been canceled, including Janice Dickinson, Levi Johnston, who was oh my god,
he was the presidential candidate's daughter's beau.
baby daddy.
Yeah,
Kat Von D, Barry Bonds.
Kat Von D's pretty hot, right?
But what was the concept, though? It was they were going to.
It is exactly.
They said they died.
About. No, not that they died.
Well, that's the thing. You got to say that they died because people.
That's where these guys fucked up.
Yeah, because if I walked up to you, Troy, and I said Barry Bonds died,
right?
But if I just said, "What do you think about that Barry Bonds?" You're not going to get that. You're not going to get that shock. Like people will say things like, "Oh my God, he died." You may not be as like you're going to get a different reaction if you're like, "What do you think of Barry Bonds?"
Right.
You got to bring in because
that gets a tangible emotional reaction right then and there. Just saying, what do you think about him?
Right.
But
if you say like he died, like oh man, that sucks, man. He was so young. He really got dragged through the tar for all that steroid shit.
Right.
Is that like a racist thing?
No. Like you're saying, like he didn't. He was really like he was mistreated because of all that steroid stuff. Everybody was doing it at that era. You might say things you might be more sympathetic.
Right.
But you also might get that dickhead who's so like I don't care.
Good, fuck him. I'm glad he's dead.
Yeah.
Well, especially if they dislike his team, right? Like, what team was Barry Bonds on?
San Francisco Giants.
That's
baseball.
Forgive me. Okay, that's baseball.
Yeah.
Okay, so
you're definitely not wearing Q or Troy's hat.
I don't deserve to wear those hats. No, that's right. He was like, did they take a record away from him or something?
No, I didn't take it away. But it was like he really like he's not worthy. He doesn't deserve this record. He broke it because he cheated. Yada yada yada.
Mm.
But
right when he broke the record, the cover of the New York Post had the number spelled out in hypodermic needles.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
It's the first episode of Funerals. Q.
Yes.
A man who obviously may need it right now. Help his public image. Buddy. We tell people on the street, Buddy died, Cake Boss. Then Buddy walks out and is like,
the baking continues.
Yeah, all right. I mean, I'm in.
Yeah?
Yeah.
All right.
This was actually the exact premise.
Funerals with a Z, right?
Yeah, with a Z. You're making it hip.
Yeah. You may urban it up a little bit. Yeah. If it were 1997, yes. The exact premise was the program featured celebrities confronting someone critical of their success, I guess like someone that they found on the internet.
Right.
Critical of their success, career, lifestyle, or fame. And then the celebrity comes out, like say you say like I hate Buddy. Mm-hmm. Buddy then comes out.
I don't hate him.
I know you don't, but let's just
because we work in the same.
You're coworkers
same town.
practically, yes.
I'm not. I'm just saying, and I'm just saying. I just thought it was weird that he didn't take a little bit more flack.
But then what happens is then the celebrities would come out and try to convince the
The hater.
The hater, that their animosity was misdirected. It
Misguided.
says here on Wikipedia. Can you imagine how pathetic?
So they try and win him over?
Well, think about
they try to win him over and be like, hey, I'm not that bad. You don't really know me.
Who were some of the people that were in those first 4 episodes?
Okay, episode 1 was Snooki and former star of The Bachelor, Jake Pavlica. I wouldn't even know who the fuck she was. He was.
But think about, though, like how mending, though, like let's say that guy who writes in, he's like, I feel like I'm taken for granted by my family. They don't appreciate me. I want to tell them that I'm dead. They might appreciate more. It might bring them closer after the ruse is revealed.
Is this an official pitch meeting with Q?
I'm in.
He's already signed on.
But there's a feel-good factor, too, though.
You don't think the wife's going to be pissed?
And they... But they might. But it might change the way they treat each other. Like I'm never going to take you for granted again.
All right.
I mean, tell me we all haven't had that. What's that movie from Christmas where the guy?
Wonderful Life.
It's
a Wonderful Life.
It's a Wonderful Life kind of feel to this TV show.
You didn't get that joke, Wizard of Oz? That Christmas movie.
No, I'm so wrapped up in funerals right now. Because comic book ain't going to last forever. I want to roll right into
Let's
funerals.
do it. I can see it right now. For the makers of Joker's Wild, here comes funerals.
Why don't you just pitch it directly to AMC? I feel like you might want to open your doors to reality again with funerals.
Ming, you know he would do it too. You're saying it in jest, but you know he might be on board.
Yeah, he
would for the sizzle.
Not only would he be on board he would be on board to do it to his family.
That's the only way he could do it, though.
Yeah.
He would have to do it
because the average Joe would be like, "Who?" They'd be like, I'd be more upset if Jake Pavlaka of The Bachelor died.
But is Cat Van D okay?
How's Snooki's health? Cut! No more sorry.
Holy shit.
Okay, now, episode 2 was Scott Disick of Keeping Up with the Kardashians. That's one of their husbands. And Eva Longoria of Desperate Housewives, which I mean, I guess everybody has haters, but I wouldn't.
I think we're all aware of that.
Yeah, but I wouldn't have thought that she would be.
Yeah, like why?
Like she's not
sort of non-offensive pretty woman.
Right, she's like not known for being hated.
Yeah, 3 is Kim Kardashian and Girls Gone Wild creator Joe Francis. Again, people, I think your average guy might be like, who? Joe Francis?
I think that
but they just say the creator of Girls Gone Wild, and then women are like, wow, he's disgusting.
Right, yeah.
But I think that
all the grimaces.
They weren't
Grimaces unite.
They weren't willing to push the envelope all the way to the edge.
No balls. That's why it only lasted 4 episodes.
They didn't have Walt Flanagan on as executive producer. I agree.
But like I said, people may be horrified at the concept, but when they see people, the joy when they realize that person is not dead,
right?
That's magic. You can't replicate any way, shape, or form. Magic can only be seen that way. It can't not be faked.
Yeah.
There you go.
It's AMC.
We have a first look deal.
We've respectfully declined.
We already know the answer if you ask people about Mike and Miggs. It's sort of anticlimactic. They hoped to line up Sarah Palin, Joan Rivers, Mel Gibson, and Lady Gaga for future episodes.
Mel Gibson?
Yeah.
Yeah, Mel Gibson's got more money than God's going to go undo that.
Good Lord. I think, if I'm not mistaken, I didn't watch the show, but I'm pretty sure that it was the hater didn't know that, like, say, Kim Kardashian was
going to pop out.
Of course.
Yeah. They have to put them on the spot. You have to be like, oh, shit, I said all those things. Now I feel like shit. Because people say shit, haters hate anonymously.
Oh, of
They
course.
get to do it and never pay a price for their...
Mm-hmm. They're hating. Yeah.
Unless it's a case like Snooki, where when she pops out, the hater's like, "Oh shit, this just got better."
Like, I mean,
now you get to say it to her face.
It depends on the hater, though.
Right.
I mean, if you're completely, but I mean, because I don't care. I mean, I couldn't say bad stuff about somebody, then have them come out and not feel
Sure, of course.
You see Ming every day.
That's true.
Well, when he's at work,
he's popping out of the proverbial bush.
But I expect to see him. Like if you were to present to me, like right now after you said some harsh stuff tonight, and he was sitting here listening, be like, "Oh fuck, I didn't know you were there."
Well, you know, Ming's bulletproof too. You know, he doesn't give a shit.
Speaking of haters, Q.
Yeah. Ooh.
Charlie Manson's getting married.
Can I say before we get into this thing, just one more thing about Buddy?
Baker?
Yeah, Buddy Baker. Now this was the thing that I was wondering about. His he flunked the breathalyzer, posting a .09, which is
that's like just over impaired. .08 is where you're impaired and you get arrested.
So you get arrested at .08.
Correct.
Okay, .07 you don't.
Right.
Or is it up to the discretion of the officer?
I'm not sure. I
Really?
mean,
It can't be. It's got it. That's the law.
.08 is when you're
So you
impaired.
could just give a ticket for driving erratic.
because if you drank one beer, you can have alcohol in your blood. You're not driving drunk after having one beer.
Right. I saw
So they
this
have to
thing in
sit
Best
for
Buy. It was pretty interesting. It's something you hook to your iPhone or maybe your other phone, and it's a breathalyzer, and you breathe into it, and it tells you if you should be driving or not.
Yeah, you probably should just not be driving if you've been drinking at all.
If you need to use that.
Yeah.
Do you know those cars that is this true, that are formatted where you have to blow into them?
I've heard of that, yeah.
I've seen it.
I know someone who had that.
Have I talked about this already?
We do shows when we travel the country with the Tenderloins, and like they always send these runners to pick us up, and one of the runners had one of those things in the car.
Did you feel safe?
I did not. I did not.
But to get the car started, though, he has to prove
he has to blow into it, and then the car starts.
Do you think that something else I've been thinking about? I don't know if I talked about this already, though. And I don't want anybody to steal it, though, either, though.
But anything anything you say on here now, I think it's implied copyright. You can't just take it.
People have taken it. Talking Dead.
It's true.
All right.
Well, anyway.
AMC, our own fuck. It's like your own parents stealing from you.
Check your text before you can start the car. You got to put your phone in some sort of like locked box.
Like a holster. I think that already exists. I think parents. There is some device that parents can put in a teen's car that won't start or won't let them text or something.
If there's a phone on in the car, that car doesn't start.
That's right. Either that or there's a signal in the car that shuts down the phone. I think.
Because like I use I send Bluetooth to my stereo, so like the car stereo.
Right.
But I would imagine you should be able to have an app that would just shut down certain functions like you
I've
said.
heard of it, so yeah.
Like no texting. But
the car...
You should be able to talk.
An app, you're saying, does this? But so how does an app work with a car?
I don't know how it works.
No. I'm not saying it exists, the app. I'm saying maybe they could create it.
No, I've heard of something like that.
Oh, you have?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That already exists.
I remember there was a couple of years ago. I think it was a girl. She was on Facebook or something, and she ran into the back of a semi, and like moments before was texting like, "Oh, I'm on my way back to wherever.
Right. Yeah,
I shouldn't be commenting on Facebook, LOL." And then she crashes and she dies. And then the parents want to start this thing, let's say her name is Mary, Mary's Law,
right?
Where you can't text and drive, and it's like, no, Mary knew that we don't need another fucking law, like Mary knew you shouldn't text and drive, and she did it anyway, why do you have to now make a law telling people it's illegal to do it? I agree.
Sorry?
Isn't it already illegal?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. In New York, they're pretty tough on it, right?
Yeah.
I was changing a song on my iPod, and I got pulled over, and I wasn't aware that you like I knew you weren't. In Jersey, I don't think you're allowed to text, and I know you have to have like an earpiece if you're talking.
Right.
But I was like literally just pushing a fast forward button.
They'll never believe you.
And they could look at the phone, can't they, to see if you have a timestamp?
What if I have only an iPod though, and it's not a phone? There's no way I could be talking on it.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Yeah.
Did you ever see that video of the guy that made cookies that looked exactly like iPhones?
Yeah.
And he was driving around holding the cookie, and then when he got pulled over, he just started chewing it in front of the cop, and he's like, "It's a cookie, it's not a phone."
Wow, that's not an asshole who's wasting his time.
Yeah.
Like, do you want to find a different reason to ticket that guy at that point?
Yeah.
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 Yeah. You want to bust his balls, right?
Mm-hmm. Well, yeah, I'm interested in this. Charles Manson getting married.
Have you seen the Bride to Be, Q?
No, let me check her out. She a grimace?
She's not a grimace. No.
Well, I should clarify that the definition of a grimace is up to the person listening.
Right.
Right? Like
a little late for that.
No,
it's not too late. That
40 minutes later, he's giving his.
But you know what? I said it. So that should shut everybody the fuck up.
But this girl looks exactly like the type of girl you would expect to be in the Manson family back in the day.
Oh, yeah.
She really does.
I just read the Charles Manson biography. Not the Helter Skelter book, but a new one came out with more about like his childhood, and there's some really interesting stuff in it. And those girls, I don't know, I like that look. I like that long-haired 70s.
Like hippie, earthy.
Yeah. I cannot imagine the stank of everybody, of that entire commune. And like, because they're talking about the nonstop sex and all that other shit. And I mean, can you imagine the smell of unwashed hippies going at it? And I mean, it would make you vomit.
She's 26.
She's 26.
She looks like there's something wrong with her. She's got like a look.
You can see in her eyes.
Yeah.
Like
I disagree. Off. I think she's smart as a whip. Probably has nothing going on. And this is a ticket to do talk shows, reality shows, everything under the kit and boodle for a little while.
She's the new Octomom.
She looks off, man.
She shaved her head?
She looks real off. I don't know. She's got like that skelly little skank
She's got
look.
to look
well,
off.
she shaved her head there. I mean,
yeah, but I thought she looked like that even before she shaved her head.
I mean...
So I think right now...
She looks like his sad daughter there, or granddaughter. Doesn't she just look like Charles Manson?
I mean, wouldn't it be like...
It was like me and Suzanne.
We could work out something with the
beard and all.
Yeah.
Swastika.
For a special episode of Funerals, the finale, or like the season finale. Just let Charlie out for a couple hours. We'll go to her house and be like, honey, they let me out, just to see the horror on her face when she when he was on her front doorstep.
Now she's got to live with him.
Yeah, right? It's easy to say you love this guy, you want to marry him when you also there's no communal. What's it called? When you have
conjugal.
Yeah.
Oh, he's not allowed to bang her?
No. That ended for him a long time ago, I believe.
Oh, because
he can't. There's no chance that they could consummate that marriage.
He never actually killed anybody, though, right?
Well, in this book that I read, it was speculated that he actually did kill people, and that the orchestration of murder was so it's way bigger than just like the LaBianca murders, the Tate murders. You know, there were a lot of people, like even on the Spawn Ranch, like Shorty Shea, you had him killed. You should read the book. It's pretty fucking interesting.
Send it
and
to me.
Just I'll bring it in. Cool. What maniac would follow this?
Wasn't he friends with the Beach Boys?
Yeah,
he was friends with Dennis Wilson. Yeah,
he wrote songs for them, some shit like that.
Mm-hmm. They actually go into that quite a bit. The relationship with him and Dennis Wilson and Terry Melcher, who was Doris Day's son, and like one of the biggest record producers at the time. It's very in depth about that kind of stuff. Like it's a real snapshot of like that era. That
I watched a documentary on the BTK killer. And they had crime scene photos, and I
pictures of him when he's so dead.
It's fucking
They're the most disturbing photos ever.
I couldn't believe what I was seeing, and like then they interview the guy who he killed his mother right in front of him. He like killed and raped.
Yeah.
And the guy is like,
well, no, he didn't know. He that kid wasn't home from school yet. I think, right? It was the very first one. It was a family, right?
No. There was another. The documentary follows that guy around.
Yes, okay.
But in it, you meet other victims, and this one guy talks about how the BTK guy did it to his mom in front of him and let him live.
Wow.
And you just see him, and he says it. He's like, I'm fucked up. He goes, I will never ever recover from this. Yeah. He goes, I never am not thinking about watching my mother get killed like that in front of me. And you're like, holy fucking shit, man.
Yeah. It would be hard to think of shit other than that, especially if you're young.
Yeah, of course.
What happens. Afton Burton was 16 and living with their parents in Illinois when she discovered Charles Manson. Now 9 years later, she's 25 and considers herself Manson's wife, even though it isn't official yet. He's 79. He's a convicted murderer. I'm completely with him and he's completely with me. It's what I was born for, I don't know what else to say. I guess it says she was attracted to him after reading about all his environmental philosophy and all that other bullshit.
Of course.
She corresponded with him at 19. She moved to Cocoran, a small central California city that's home to the state prison, where he's been held for 25 years. Blah, blah, blah. This is a long article. She says people know that Star, she calls herself Star, says she knows people think that she's crazy. And she doesn't care what they think. Well, so don't even try to get through.
That was cute.
I think she looks off.
Is she along? So you're saying she's along the same lines as that woman who made the sex tape with Vern Troyer? Remember her?
Vern Troyer.
Mini-Me.
Oh, I didn't even know he has a sex tape.
Yeah, and I think she was married to him for a very brief period of time.
I think that.
Well, Mini-Me is an actor with a condition, not a fucking.
Yeah, but I think that
psychotic.
I think the girl who betted Mini-Me.
Yeah. No,
she took notes from fucking Star because she's on CNN. She's on all the stuff. She's going to be offered other things. A reality show with fucking Manson's wife. Like right. That's people will eat that shit up.
You said she's playing the Octomom game.
Right.
She found
out too well for Octomom. What? Didn't work out that well for Octomom.
It never does. But she's gonna have her 15 minutes. She'll make some money. She'll piss it all away, and then she'll try and pull some other stunt in the year that no one's gonna give a shit about.
Yeah.
I don't think she's crazy. I think it's a calculated moves that. And it's so far, everything's falling into place for her. She's getting the attention.
Charlotte, she's made it to tell him Steve Dave.
Book deal?
Sure, if anything interesting comes of it, yeah. Sure.
That's the thing. It's
Lifetime movie?
How much? It depends on how it ends.
If he kills her.
Well, that's the thing. How much is Manson involved in any of this? Because Star... in and of herself is not that interesting, I wouldn't think. You would have to have Manson involvement. Now, how much Manson involvement will be allowed by the...
All she's got to do is just find somebody or herself to fucking come up with shit that's just loony, like there's still Manson cults.
Like smuggle his coat out and stuff.
The possibilities are endless for her to at least keep it up for a little while to get some sort of... payoff for herself. I'm not saying it's going to be much, but it's going to be something more than what she was doing before this.
She's not going to have Buddy Baker money.
But in 2014, we all know who Manson is. We all know the story. But does anybody give a shit anymore? People younger than us, do they care?
I tell you right now, if you had a chance right now, you want to get Manson's wife on the podcast next week?
Oh, fuck yeah.
That's the thing. People like talk shows, and they pay appearance fees. Let's say you do what's it called? The Real House?
Real Housewives? The Real World?
Well, you're in a room, you're in a house together, Big Brother.
Big Brother. Big Brother.
You put her in there, and these suit. To me, I don't know. I think
but she hasn't done anything yet. I think you got to give it a little bit of time. You're right.
She's got to up her game a little bit. When people start asking her for interviews, you do something a little flamboyant.
Mm-hmm.
Get their attention again.
When you shave
a little bit more flamboyant.
Getting married. Yeah. Yeah, she sort of fucking... It wasn't a slow burn. She says he never believed in Helter Skelter. He never thought any of that stuff. It's ridiculous. She was emphatic. That's crazy. She's fiercely loyal. She still has a scar from where she shaved her head and carved an X into her forehead 2 years ago. And she's calling other people crazy. She says she did it at Manson's request as a protest after he was put in solitary confinement. Critics believe Star is being manipulated by Manson, and the environmental stuff is just a ploy to get young people like her to pay attention to him. And that's true as far as when you think about his his following, it was all very young, mostly women, disenfranchised. All of them had shitty home lives. Some of them were like middle class hippies, but when you read or you realize like the amount of fucking drugs that these people did. I mean, the acid, like, you know, some of them are like, I've done acid over 300 times. How could your brain still fucking function on any kind of normal, rational level, you know? Like I was watching old footage of them, and they shaved their heads, they carved X's, and they, you know where, have you ever been to L.A., Troy?
One time for a couple of days.
On Sunset Boulevard, you know where, like, say like Amoeba Records is. They crawled down Sunset Boulevard from Amoeba all the way downtown in protest of Manson's incarceration and all that shit.
Sounds tough.
I mean, that's far.
Yeah.
That's fucking far. And they said people would come out and like sometimes they would give them food to eat and shit. And can you imagine those kids on that ranch? Like, you know, because they were having kids, you know, the women were having kids.
Where are those kids today?
I think
oh my God.
Quite a few of them.
We never did the questions from the fucking...
Oh, yeah. We could do it now.
How long have we been going?
We got time. We can. I'd love to keep going.
Yeah? Yeah.
Look it up. Keep talking.
Speaking of cults.
If she was smart, though, Manson's yesterday's news. If she was smart, she would start dating Cosby.
Check back on Wednesday. That's right, less than 48 hours for part 2 of Keeping Up with the Mansons.
No one came. This has been a production of Smodco Internet Radio. Sir, only at smodcast.com.